Hi everyone, how are you? So 2 videos in one day. I've got a news update I just had to tell you. So the video that you would have watched a few hours ago was showing Vicky's gift to me, where she modified, embellished a car tidy snack tray, turning it into a orts or a little scrap jar, pin cushion on top, and this is a cup holder insert. So that easily slides into a cup holder in your car or on your couch. So I just think that's just brilliant. So I spoke to Vicky and she didn't get hers from Temu. So in the video I mentioned that I'd found them on Temu, and there's rectangular ones. And Vicky shot me a message to say she actually got hers in Kmart. Now this sort of is for the Aussie girls, but it might be worth checking the auto sections of all of your big retailers in America, UK, because I just found it on Kmart's website, Australia, and it is called a car snack holder. They're on clearance at the moment for $1. They come in a pink and they come in a black, and this is the tray that Vicky used, that she's picked up actually from Kmart. So I said to Vic I might do a quick video because I've also been to Dewdrop in with young Susanna and made some purchases.
Yeah, more than me.
So I really want to show you those, and I thought, you know what, we'll do another Saturday video, because if there's anything from Dewdrop in that catches your eye, it gives Linda and her team the weekend to pull them from sale for you guys as you phone in and do some phone orders, and she can then get them in the mail, you know, beginning of the week. So cup holder, car snack holder is available in the car auto section of a big retailer here in Australia, Kmart. So might be worth checking, you know, in your big retailers, Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they sell car accessories. Anyway, Target, I don't know.
I think they have Kmart.
Yeah, just not the same Kmart company as us.
Okay.
So that's the update if you want to try that. I'll get my hands on one over the next few weeks and have a go at playing with one, but I'm just not sure when that'll happen because there's a lot of projects on our desk, and Susanna's inspired too, but not sure when we'll play. So already in some of the comments of the video this morning, you guys have been off and ordered and, you know, going to have a play. So if you do modify one, Vicky, the creator of this, is in our Facebook group that Susanna and Tia and myself have together called Stitched Vintage Treasures. So pop a photo up because we'd love to see how you go with it. So you guys are going to get to play with it before we will, but we will. It's gorgeous. I'm thinking I will go to Temu and I'm going to order a rectangular one.
Yeah.
Just so I get a little bit extra length, because my couch has a very wide armrest, so I think it'll handle it. This one I've got sitting over where Susanna's sitting, and it's perfect just to pop when a visitor comes, to pop their little scissors and things like that. So perfect. Thanks, Vicky, you little genius.
Oh, that's great.
All right, Dewdrop in. We are heading to Howard Drapery this afternoon. Yes, of course we are. Got to go for a road trip. And the bakery.
Yeah,
It's at
bakery.
Howard because
Yep.
there's quiche. But yesterday or the day before, we went in to see Linda at Dewdrop Inn. So these are my purchases. So I want to show them to you, then I can put them away. When I did the video of Dewdrop Inn reopening, I showed this on the video, but then forgot to actually get myself a little piece. So I think you bought some pink.
Yeah, I bought the
Pink one. So I did grab it. It is a button garland. Now my thoughts is thinking Kate in The Nest when she puts decorative elements on the flap of a pouch lid or just a little piece of dingle dangle. I just love them. So I got myself 24 inches of that. I think 12 inches you could go down to in size for the minimum cut, or 20 centimetres, something like that. This is the green. Not a lover of the colour, but, you know, if I did pinch off some buttons, they're great colours. If you get rid of that fluoro green, having said that, I have a very small collection of fluoro zips, and this would work if I did a project that was, you know, pushing into those colours. So that is there. And remember, ages ago, I picked this up at a thrift store down the road. It's the gift that keeps giving. If you want to capsulate a heap of buttons so that you just throw this on your desk and harvest from it, you could do what this person did and crochet them all onto like a crocheted chain, and then she's done a little crocheted stitch. The crocheters, you guys will know what I mean here. So she's done a chain stitch with a single crochet going back along the chain stitch. That's the core. Then she's come along and done 4 or 5 chain down, caught the button, 4 or 5 chain back up on both sides. And it's holding all of these buttons. Now this was a necklace. So I've opened that necklace up. See, it's a necklace. There's a loop there that catches probably a button to create. And it was like $1 or something at the thrift store. But it's so good because I just grab it, throw it on my desk. And that sort of reminded me of that. What a great way to capture your buttons. But anyway, we don't have time to be doing that. Anyway. All right, there's some random purchases here. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? Now, this is part of the... It was over near the K Facette wall.
Yeah.
No, it's a tilde. What do they call it? Tilde. Tula pink. Look at that.
Chula pink. Or whatever.
Chula pink, Moon Garden, Free Spirit. But it was over where Linda has all her K Facette, and there was a little bag hanging there made with this owl, and it was so gorgeous. So I got the minimum cut of the owl. And why? Because I love the colour palette. I love this guy, and I'm thinking one day there'll be a project with this colour palette with him thread painted. So there's 1, 2, 3 little owls and another 3 over here. Just beautiful. So that goes into my bird fabrics. This is very random, guys. You're going to be thinking, what has she got herself here? So this is, there's the name, Beckwith. Tulip Cottage Quilts. This is a panel, and it is vintage floral prints onto a panel. Boy,
It's pretty.
it is so pretty. So when I see this, I think of those Roxy girls when they do their volume journal of stitchery, and this could be the start of a project that you theme back to. So whether it's the colour palette or the vintage print, like these vintage textile seed packets, and then you build your Roxy Creations project around it. Or it's a standalone project that you might be able to make something out of. They're just beautiful.
How many of them are there? There's 9.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah.
See, that's a quilt in itself.
Yeah, that's it.
Padded out with some blocks, and
Yeah.
it's so pretty. I hadn't seen it before. I'm not sure if this has been around a little while, possibly, and I just never noticed it. There's so many fabrics in Linda's store that, you know, every time I go to Linda and Vicky over at Howard, I always spot something. Especially the girls move things around all the time, which is fantastic because it gives you new little vignettes. Like, it's great to have very proactive retailers because, you know, it shows us, you know, what they've got. So that's the seed packet panel, if that catches your eye. Don't ask me prices because I didn't look, and it's all too much, and I would hate to tell you the wrong thing. So you can do that with Linda. This was brand new, coming out of a box. Drum roll, Riley Blake's Christmas is in, Queensland. Parchment, classic Christmas. It is gorgeous. I think you got some of this, didn't you, Susanna? Did you get some of this?
No, I didn't.
No?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lovely panel. Lovely. I think my Christmas runner is too far advanced to slide this in. I have a feeling that I've sort of passed the point of adding in elements. It's very full. So I'll just pop it in the cupboard, and maybe next year when I make another element for my Christmas textile decorating items. That's a sentence and a half. I've got this because it's a colour palette that's so up my alley. But you guys, it's, you know, late October, and you've got time, so potentially this inspires you. So it's a Riley Blake panel, and it is being unpacked as we speak at Dewdrop Inn. So that might catch your eye. Now let's have a little look at the next one. Oh, I don't know this one's history. It could be a bolt that is been around a while. It could be new. I just don't recall what Linda said. So Morris Creative Group, QT Fabrics, the bunny panel. So if you say to Linda the bunny panel, she'll know.
And they're all different.
Yeah, she'll know. I'm going to see if I can work some of these into my piece that I'm doing for the Roxy Journal of Stitchery Volume 8, which has got a bunny undertone. I'm calling it cheekily my bunny blanket, actually, as these bunnies pop up. So that is the bunny panel. And there's heaps of them. Like that would just make the best gifts. If you had to make 10 gifts for some people, something like that, with those all embellished with some stitching. Like, look at that one. Like, imagine doing all of the flower stitching around that.
So
I think
cute.
Linda had some examples stitched on a little pouch in the store. Now that I think back to, I didn't film our little visit to the store because I've already shown you what Linda's shop looks like, and Susanna and I were busy shopping.
Oh, God.
We didn't have time for such things. So this piece, this is, Linda does pre-packed pieces. They're fantastic. You can just grab and go, and being a holiday destination that the Fraser Coast is, I think this panel's connected to that. So I'm going to open this next. Being that we have a lot of tourists, lots of holiday units, caravan parks, visitors, Linda has always got lots of pre-packs, which is great for shopping because we only need a small amount. This panel here is a 1/2 metre. There's the price, $16.50. And I suspect this, yeah, it is.
So cute.
So this is the 1/2 metre of lots of bunnies, and this is the panel that goes with it. So if you're talking to Linda, she may be like, what bunny panel? So just mentioned that Corrine had this. I should give these back to Linda. She can reuse them. They're security checkpoint system. You slide them into the package. Yeah, we might do that. As I find them, they're going to go back. She can reuse those. Yeah, so this is just the collage of bunnies, and the other one was the panel. So if you're chatting to her, just let her know. That's what you saw. Okay, this next one, it's a 1/2 metre pre-packed Christmas panel. I don't think it's Riley Blake. It looks to me a different. How gorgeous. There's a checkpoint, so we can keep that. Who is this? Please be a salvage. No, there's not. Bugger. All right. If I just pop it on the screen. So this has lots of birds and floral. Just gorgeous. So maybe take a screenshot now of my video, and then, you know, potentially you could search it in Google to get the name, and then you'll be able to tell Linda what you're, you know, talking about. So it's got cardinals over it. Like, we were only there a day ago, so Linda will probably remember what Susanna and I were doing in the store. As you know, whenever I see text, I buy it, because it's just that little pop of neutral in the background of our work. So these are some new ones that I spotted. Not sure if it's an old print or a new print, but, you know, like I say, take a screenshot. Google AI now. There's another checkpoint we can pop in there. Google AI will be able to tell you who it is. So if you're in the States or the UK, you'll be able to quickly find it and either find it locally. Okay, so there's our details. Isn't it gorgeous? So there's some more text. You can't read it. It's like scribble and probably a different language. So it's great. Very much a neutral. So there's that one. Here's the next one. So all of these are 1/2 meters, which is perfect. How do I get into it? Can't get into it. Sticky tape is good. Here we go. We're in. Let's see who this is. Tula pink. That's how you say it, not Tilda. Tula pink. That's those owls. Who have we got here? Rise and welcome. Okay, random names that I don't recognise. So this is you can sort of read the words. Yeah, I do reply. Believe in something, something, something. Doesn't really matter. There you go, just a nice neutral. So that's the second of the texts. When I see music and text, I always get a little piece. They're so good for collaging. Even if you're doing flowers, you know, it's sometimes interesting to put a pop of text into a petal of a flower. I think it looks great. Okay, this one here is a red one. Who is this? Please be a name. There's our little thingy. Oh, there's no name. Oh, there's snap. Just missed it. I'm not sure about this one, but I have a feeling. No, I'm not going to say it because I could be wrong and then send you off on a tangent. And Linda will be like, what the hang? Really cool. Great colour palette, especially if you're working on your Christmas. Just fits in beautifully. Okay, and then the last one is a pack. Now, why did I get this? Yeah, very good question. I got it because I have a pack of little fabrics I'm building to one side that are cream, the blue, and orange with a hint of green. And it's a colour combination that is not my world, but I like the idea of doing a quilt or some pieces that are in that with that pop of orange and the blue. And I saw this, and the ones that I've got so far are very geometrical with tiny prints. And this I thought was just gorgeous. Fits in perfectly, and I'm a fan of black coming in to give a bit of depth to a quilt. So I grabbed it. So I'm not sure the name of it. Let's have a little look. Maybe there's a fabric name. But this is a start of building some fabrics for a future quilt. And I have a feeling this is from one designer. So in our process of having a little look, there's the little security thingy. We can maybe find a name. So pretty. I'm a bit of a fan of getting a pack that someone has curated because it's a kick-off point. Even if it's just a small project you do or a grand project like a quilt, it's a start, you know, and it makes it easy to build upon. Here we go. What have we got here? 3 sisters. No, Miss Robe Sister Violet.
Yeah, Miss Rose, Sister Violet.
Yeah, that looks like it's the pack. We'll confirm as we go through the rest, but it's Rose and Violet Garden. Riley Blake, of course. Stunning. So once again, I'm not sure if this is new or I have a feeling it's new because she had quite a big display of all of these. So I have a feeling this might be a fairly new range. So if you like a pop of orange, yep, Riley Blake, and what's that called? Ava Kate. Possibly there's a few of the range coming together here. That I already own, and I'm sure I bought that last year for my retreat girls because that was in the fabric pack for their houses. It's a really pretty, and it's got like that little orange flower that just brings it all together. So here's another one. We're getting into the blacks. See, I can bring my spots in and my stripes. Riley Blake, Gingham Gardens. So possibly a few have come together. Making a mess, fold it back up. I love it when I can build a new colour palette and then they just sit to one side in my room and I look at them for 12 months and imagine the potentials. It's sort of like a little creative thing that I zone in and out of at my leisure. Yep, Gingham Gardens. I have a feeling this is a combination of two.
It's got a bit of everything, script, floral.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I think it's going to balance out the pack that I already have. It's sort of, just felt like it was missing a little something that was me, and that's script and flowers. Even if it's not a quilt, you know, I could easily do a thread painting piece because look at this. Oh my goodness. Imagine a still life built around this colour palette.
Beautiful.
That'd be great for thread painting. Riley Blake once again. All right. So that is my recent purchases from a Dewdrop Inn. I'm sure Susanna will do a video at some point with her adventures and purchases. She just said. So we've got some text. We've got 2 little Christmas fabrics. We've got those random owls. We've got vintage seed packets. And we've got some bunny panels. Oh, all my favourite things. And buttons. And buttons. All right, guys, I'll get this video up. And of course, the main reason I was doing it was not only to let Dewdrop Inn have the weekend to take your orders, but also to let you know that Aussie girls and potentially the rest of you might pick this up at your local big box retailer in their auto car accessories. I know it's at Kmart. I will link that below, ladies, for Australia, so you can click on it and order it. Having said that, it's $1. It's reduced from $5 down to $1 on clearance. They may not have many. They might have a 40-foot container of them too. So you'd have to consider postage. I don't know. Maybe there's a few things you could add. Got some little security checks here we can take back to Linda. That means another visit to Dewdrop. Oh no.
I know. Well, there was one thing that I wanted that I regret I didn't get. So
yeah, I think there will be a little sneaky visit back there before Susanna goes back to the airport. All right, guys. I'll say goodbye and have a great weekend. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.